while he had life. Nobody knows how long while is, but we sing a song, believe I testify. While I have a chance, that means you don't know when you gonna clock out of here. You got to testify while you got a chance, cause you may not have this chance anymore. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I don't know how long while is, but I do know I got to work while it's day. To God Almighty, I don't know about y'all, but it's so true that nothing in life is free. You have to earn it and work hard for it. Let me tell you something. You got to labor. Yes, you do. While doing your day job, you got to labor. And while you labor, God's going to give you favor. If there's no labor, favor's not in the plan. Favor very seldom comes to idol worshipers. Good God Almighty, because they don't want labor. Y'all ain't hear me. They don't want to work. What is labor? Labor demands work. Favor gives you a break, but you got to do the work. Matter of fact, let me tell you what favor is and why it needs to be around you. Look at your neighbor and tell him it's a fog around your area. Tell him again it's a fog around your area. Y'all not saying nothing. Tell him it's a fog around your area. Some of them is still ain't caught on. Tell him it's a fog around your area. You know what that is. You heard it before. It's the favor of God that's on your life. And what is favor? One day of favor is worth 1,000 days of labor. In other words, God can do for you in one day what to take a year to accomplish alone. If you prophesy, that speaks the time of that others say it's going to take years for it to happen. I dare you to open your mouth and say, God, I need favor while I'm in labor. I got to labor even though folk don't like that. I got to labor even though I get rejected. I got to labor even though I'm cast down, but I'm not destroyed. Why